Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 20th to the 26th of October 2014. This week builds up to the new moon in Scorpio, and that is on Thursday at 11 o'clock p.m, so Thursday night. And this sees Venus with the Sun and the Moon all at the first degree of Scorpio. They're all housed in the fourth house of this chart, which is taking us back to our psychological roots. Scorpio is a very psychological sign in itself, so we have a laser vision coming in with the Sun and Moon at the first degree there in that particular placing. But before we get to that, we have a couple of days of Libra to go, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Wednesday are the dark moon in Libra. So when we work with the moon phases, we need to honour the dark moon as well, which is when we release and let go of everything we've learnt in the past month. Because a month is the time it takes for the moon to go around a tour of the zodiac. So on Wednesday especially, we've got the dark moon in Libra. Have a look back over the last lunar cycle, the last month, and see what we've learnt, especially with the Mercury retrograde. So we've had Mercury retrograde going back through Scorpio, back into Libra, and taking us on a retrospective, on an inward journey, to see where our thoughts and our feelings and our balance can be recalibrated, and we can create from a better place. But also this month has really brought up some relationship issues for many, because the romantic ideal of relationships never really fits with reality, so there's been a rebalancing for many there to see where their passive aggressive or where their masculine and feminine is out of balance, and anything that's come up on the outside has been an outward reflection of what's going on the inside. So Tuesday, Wednesday with the dark moon in Libra, especially working with that retrograde phase, we should be able to bring that to an end now, a culmination of what those stories have been, especially to do with our relationship with others and our relationship with ourselves. Then, like I say, on Thursday night we get to the new moon in Scorpio, very psychological, very penetrating, and it's taking us back to those real values. The whole story of the last couple of months has been don't push forwards from a place of an old energetic CV, if you will. I need to do this, I've got to get that done, I want to achieve this. We've been taken backwards to kind of say, well, what's the value, what's the motivation of your goals? Where are you really creating from? Where are your thoughts coming from, and are they healthy? So this new moon will open up a 2-week window where we can actually start to step forwards and put those plans into action, but from the true core beliefs and from a real authentic centre. Then by the time we get to the weekend, we actually have Mercury going direct, so this is more forward action. So again, we are recalibrated, we're more aware of ourselves, we're rebalanced, we can see the play of the field ahead, we've found peace, and we can act now with diplomacy and justice rather than selfishness and fear as we go forward into next week. So all told, this is a quiet week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to release, and then things really start to change texture and colour and flavour as this new moon comes in with Venus right next to the Sun, and then Mercury going direct as well. So by the time we get to the 9th to the 11th of November, we're out of the retrograde phase, and we'll be able to see the reason for anything that's come up over the last few weeks. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you're interested in learning more about astrology, I've created an online astrology course with some supplementary modules, and the module at the moment that I've just created is Astrology and Tarot and how they fit together. So this module is perfect for anybody that wants to begin to learn both of those subjects from scratch, authentically, because it's very intuitive, but it's also good for anybody who's been in the world of astrology for a while and wants to incorporate the other side, which is the tarot, the subliminal, the hieroglyphic images, and the other side of the brain, because we can do an astrology chart and we can actually get all that symbolism up with the cards, as well as each of the cards has an astrological aspect to it. So you can add great colour and flavour to your readings by incorporating the tarot, and to understand the planets and the energies a bit more deeply. And it's for tarot readers as well who want to get into astrology, but it's quite an alienating subject to begin to learn. But when you realise that the cards have already got astrology in them, then surely that's the way in. To start to learn the correspondences of those cards, it's very, very powerful if you then learn where the planets are, where we're heading, because if you do a reading and you understand the astrology of it, then especially with readings to do with timing, then you can see what's coming up and when. You've got a bit more of a hook into the timing of things. But also on the personality level and on the relationship level, you can actually see the archetypes better in the cards of something like somebody with Venus in Cancer, for example. You can actually see and feel into what that's like. So this is a special module, Astrology and Tarot, how the two go together. It's open to everyone, and it's part of my ongoing astrology course. So if you did learn this module, you could always go on and pick some other ones to supplement your knowledge as well. So if you're interested in that, then please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.